So, Static returns to the DC mainline continuity. He returns in August. But is it enough, though? Yo, roll that intro, cuz. Yeah. What's going on with Geek Corner? This is your boy, Earthsmack the Mad Scientist, and welcome back to the Orange Phoenix Media channel, one of the hottest black upcoming comic book YouTube channels on this side of the Dakotaverse. So today's subject matter is Static. We are getting Static returning to the DC mainline continuity after the Dakota incident in August. To be more specific, August 19th, 2026. Now, it's written by Tate Bromble and Art Sambasari, featuring main cover by Torrent Clark, variant covers by Dyke Ruan, Lucas Meyer, along with a foil variant by Dyke Ruan. And it is Titans issue number 38. Now, issue number 37 is sort of like a prelude that leads up to Static being part of the Titans. Not to be confused with Teen Titans, because Static is not a teenager. He's actually at college level. That means he got bigger and more complex issues that's going on outside of that. Now, through the widely successful Dakota incident, even overcoming all the obstacles that the New History of DC Dakota incident had to overcome, the level of success is crazy. We're talking second printing crazy, right? Because the level of marketing within social media, within fellow black comic book content creators like myself and Captain Diesel and Jay Penumbra and Blur Without Fear and Kiori Knight and Melanin Minds, Tashi from Midnight Comics. So if you think about all the black comic book content creators that want to see the success of the New History of DC, as well as Joseph Illich being out here campaigning for, hey, we need to go ahead and get these pre-orders in, through that campaign in itself, despite the leaks on the DC Universe Infinite app, and as well as leaks on pirating sites, it still got that success that it needed to get. And at the end of the issue of the Dakota incident, Static got a call to arms. He got a call to action, and he answered that call, but we was left wondering, where is Static going to go from here? And from this standpoint, we will see Static in Titans issue number 38. Now, the question of this is this enough? The answer to that is,
you raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
no. And it's more like, it's viewed as the here, damn kind of situation versus here's a solo series featuring Static. Because if you look on the other side of things, if you look at Miles Morales Spider-Man, if you look at the success that Miles Morales Spider-Man has amassed over the years, especially with new comic book readers coming in, because people fancy Miles Morales over Peter Parker. So if it wasn't for Static, you probably would get characters like Miles Morales, but here DC is still holding that rope. It's still saying, we're not going to give you a solo series of Static. And yes, the certain campaign is out there, right? And that campaign is definitely making waves, especially in the comic book space, especially among comic book companies as a whole in general. And the movement that I'm talking about is the hashtag DC So White campaign, right? Headed by Jay Penumbra himself. Now, if you go to DCSoWhite.com, there is a count of how many days it's been since DC Comics published an ongoing mainline book featuring a black character. And the current count, as of this recording, is 1,197 days, with the last book being I Am Batman number 18, which was published on February 14th, Valentine's Day of 2023. Talk about heartbreak. So yes, now if you take this out of the comic book realm, and when we champion our civil rights and we want certain things, we want equality for all and equality for ourselves, and When we get a little bit at a time, it's more like a here, damn, you got this, you should be satisfied. Nah, bitch, we ain't satisfied. We want all the things that you have. You know what I'm saying? So the breadcrumb mentality don't work well within, the black space. We know what it looks like. We know what it feels like. Yeah, mind you, thank you for what you gave us. But we ain't satisfied because we want more. We want bigger and better. Because if you look at the stories that is out there in DC, now mind you, these stories are great. These stories are good. But none of these stories is featuring an ongoing mainline series featuring a black character. Not ensemble, but just that character alone. Characters that we asked for. Now, if you were to think about it, the Dakota incident was wildly successful despite the leaks that they had prior to the official release of the book, and it still reached a second printing in spite of all that. So that should be more than enough evidence out there to say, hey, we can actually have a Static solo series, and yes, it will be wildly successful. The moment it gets announced, pre-orders are jumping to the roof. I can guarantee you that. But that 1,197 days since DC Comics published an ongoing comic book for a black character, that's egregious. That's crazy. And if you do the math, we're looking 3 years plus. 3 years, 3 or 4 months to be exact. If my math is math, as my computer's imputing, that's what that is, which is crazy when you really, really think about it. I'm going to give you my grievances here, personally. Hold on for a second. So when we talk about Static, we think, you see him as a lone character here. You see where it says Static season 1, which you should have got a season 2, 3. You should have had an ongoing series, but that's it. So here or there. But still yet, solo character, not ensemble, not part of a team, because, he's the flagship bearer. He's the beacon. Just like in the Dakota incident, he's the beacon by himself, ongoing. This is what we're talking about, DC. This is what we're talking about here. Oh, by the way, the last one we got was in 2025. We got Mr. Terrific Year 1, which I did cover, by the way. And we also got this. We also got Black Lightning, which also should have been an ongoing series. And also, if debut was in 1977, I want to say it's April 1977. Now, if my math is mathing and my computers are puting, we are approaching a 50th year, which is next year, 2027. And listen, you know how fast time flies around here. This is May of 2026 right now. We are fastly approaching 2027, and we don't really have an announcement yet about what's going on with Black Lightning. Are we going to get a new solo series? Are we going to get some type of compendium featuring Black Lightning? Are we going to get some kind of highlight featuring Black Lightning? We should have that. Approaching his 50th anniversary. I mean, this right here. Jefferson Pierce needs more love. Now, here's the thing that really got my gas going here. Now, this is something that has always stuck with me, right? This is something, anytime this subject is brought up, it always brings out ire within me, because I never forget it. I walked into my LCS, and it was February, Black History Month, and DC has been known to put out black books on Black History Month, and that's it. It's like a one-shot or some type of limited series or anthology series, but it's not good enough to have, ongoing series throughout the year. But still yet, we see, DC Power, right? And I saw something that caught my eye, and that was the Power Company. And then, when we talk about the rise of the Power Company, that this book got me excited to the point that I put out a video saying, oh, we might have a Black Justice League. We might have an all-black superhero team, which, oh, man, I'm with it. I'm 100% in it. I'm ready to put in my pre-orders right now. Put it on my pull list right now. If this is a sign of things to come, please give it to me. Please give it to me. I got crickets.
Same thing. That's a fucking mistake. He don't know it yet.
right,
I'm
you're
gonna beat his fucking.
Just stay right there.
You hit us with the big T's, and you gave us nothing. You gave us that book, that story, and that's it, which is egregious. That's like what some of the most egregious acts DC has ever done when it came down to DC Power, because the power company was sell, okay? The power company was definitely sell. One of the most egregious things ever. You could have kept on going, Mr. Terrific year one. You didn't have to make it a limited series. You didn't have to make Black Lightning a limited series. You could have kept that ball rolling. You could have easily transitioned Black Lightning with the power company because, you know, Josiah Power did talk to Jefferson Pierce. Even though Jefferson Pierce said he had he didn't have a whole lot of bandwidth at the time. Still yet, you could have had the power company. You could have had that rolling. You know, you could have had some milestone characters sprinkle in there. The sky's the limit, but you did not pull the trigger. You did not do that, which is super duper egregious.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck!
Crazy. So here we are. We got Static. There's small bits of progress that's been made. Yeah, I'm happy to see Static. I'm happy to see Static in the DC mainline continuity. Happy to see Static part of the Titans team. But to a fault, we want to see Static in a solo series. That's not good enough for us as a reader. That's not good enough for us as comic book readers. We want to see Static in a solo series. Quit teasing us. Quit giving us breadcrumbs because we want a solo series. It's not rocket science. It's not hard. You're making it hard for yourself, man. You're making it hard. And listen, the marketing just speaks for itself. And when you think about it, DC is really good at marketing, okay? I've seen marketing campaigns that DC has. Like, I watch AEW religiously. There was a point in time where, you know, you had the absolute, absolute power. I seen banners on the ring apron. I see banners on the guardrails. I've seen DCKO event banners on the ring aprons, banners on the guardrails. And the level of marketing, it even had TV commercials advertising these DC events. So you can't tell me you can't market Mr. Terrific, Vixen, Black Lightning, Hardware, Icon, Static, Rocket, Wise Son, or well, the Blood Syndicate. You couldn't advertise none of these characters on television. It's crazy. It's egregious. It's wild. It's wild to think about. Wild to think about. So yes, if you ask the question, are we satisfied that Static is on Titans and not on a solo series? The answer is fuck no. We want a solo series. That's just what it is. So the countdown continues. Now, as of this recording, 1,197 days and counting. DC, the ball's in your court, player. Ball's in your court. See you guys next time. Peace.